first thing I did after my rebirth was actually tearing the stockings of the girl in front of me. And even hugged and kissed her for a minute. Only because the girl is my sister-in-law. But she was incited by my mother-in-law to frame me. In my previous life, my family went bankrupt and my parents were killed. To pay off debts and investigate the truth of my parents' deaths, I had no choice but to marry into the Li family as a son-in-law. But I was plotted against by my sister-in-law Li Shui, incited by my mother-in-law, wanting to use an affair to force me to divorce my wife. In the end, my legs were broken on the spot and I was kicked out of the Li family. Unexpectedly, I accidentally traveled to the cultivation world. In a flash, 800 years passed. And now, I have actually returned to the day before I was framed. I looked around, a look of shock appearing on my face. This scene is all too familiar to me. Then I laughed wantonly, tears streaming down. The excitement in my heart was uncontrollable. Brother-in-law, why don't you hug me? I'm cold. Li Shui's voice pulled me back to reality. Before I could react, she actually pounced on me. Her tender body was like an octopus, instantly wrapping itself around my body. Hee, I sneered in my heart immediately. In my past life, I was plotted against for no apparent reason. Before I could react, the Li family broke my legs and kicked me out, without even giving me a chance to explain. Thinking this, I quietly used my divine sense to perceive the outside. As expected, there were people lying in ambush outside the door, just waiting to come in and catch me in the act. In my previous life, I had no status after marrying into the Li family. The entire Li family looked down on me as a piece of trash, humiliating me in every possible way. Li Shui, in particular, had always been targeting me, often insulting and hitting me. This incident was clearly a trap. I am Li Shui's brother-in-law. If I were discovered to be entangled with Li Shui, I would surely be ruined and discredited. Li Shui took advantage of exactly this point. She even had the people ready to catch us in the act. Fine, since you want to play. Then I will play with you properly, I sneered in my heart. Then, my divine sense vibrated slightly. The few people lying in ambush outside directly fell unconscious. Although my current strength is not even 1/10,000th of my peak, toying with a few ordinary people is still relatively simple. Immediately after, I unceremoniously rolled over and pressed Li Shui beneath me, holding her down firmly with one hand, while my other hand reached into Li Shui's shirt and began to play wantonly. Li Shui was suddenly greatly shocked. She didn't expect that I would actually dare to do this. Xiao Shui, brother-in-law has liked you for a long time. It seems we are of one mind. Then let's consummate our marriage now. I put on a lecherous expression. My hands unceremoniously roamed over Li Shui's exquisite body. On the other hand, Li Shui was directly panicked. In the end, she was just toying with me. She had no intention of actually giving herself to me. Brother-in-law, why are you in such a hurry? I'm not ready yet. Li Shui acted coquettishly, twisting her body in resistance. But her posture fully displayed a pretense of refusal while actually welcoming. Her eyes looked toward the door at the same time, thinking to herself, why haven't those idiots outside come in yet? I'm about to be completely taken advantage of. Li Shui was angry in her heart but suddenly felt a chill in her lower body. She subconsciously looked down, only to see that her pants had already been taken off. Brother-in-law, stop quickly! Li Shui shouted, her face turning pale with fright. However, I didn't even pay attention, instead giving a wicked smile. Baby, why stop? Isn't this exactly what you wanted? Li Shui was suddenly thrown into a panic, murmuring to herself that this was not what she wanted. Looking at Li Shui's panicked appearance, my heart felt incredibly refreshed. You bitch, you have always insulted and scolded me. Today, I'll collect some interest first. Thinking this, I instantly burst into laughter, exploring Li Shui's body to my heart's content. The delicate softness in my hands made it hard to let go. Wait, I was suddenly startled, because my divine sense perceived a burst of pure energy inside Li Shui. After sensing it carefully, I was both surprised and delighted. Great and mysterious physique. This kind of physique is quite rare even in the cultivation world. It can independently gather great power. It is an excellent, top-grade cauldron, coveted by countless people. Great, I didn't expect Li Shui to actually have the great and mysterious physique. Then I won't be polite. With this in mind, my hand pressed against Li Shui's lower abdomen, immediately beginning to absorb the great power within her body. So comfortable, brother-in-law. Don't stop. As the great power inside her was absorbed, Li Shui completely changed her previous resistant attitude, and began to moan comfortably. She only felt her body was incomparably refreshed, and couldn't help but start hugging me. Her tender face had an excited flush, even proactively offering a sweet kiss. I did not refuse. While tasting the flavor of the young girl, I also absorbed the great power within her body. As the great power Li Shui had accumulated for 18 years, flowed continuously into my body. It was rapidly refined by me into spiritual power. Under the effect of the spiritual power, in a short time, my strength began to increase at an amazing speed. In one breath, I absorbed all the great yin power in Li Shue's body, while Li Shue could no longer bear the pleasure, letting out a high-pitched moan from her mouth. Then she fell into a blissful and satisfied sleep. I stood up feeling refreshed and stretched my body. A series of crackling sounds like popping beans suddenly rang out. The 18 years of accumulation of the great yin mysterious physique is indeed extraordinary. Just one session of cultivation directly allowed me to step into the Xiantian realm. I smiled secretly in my heart. Then I glanced at Li Shui on the bed, looking happy and satisfied. I really let you have a good time. The account between us isn't finished yet. I will slowly discipline you later. When you wake up and see the scene on the bed, you should be very surprised, right? I burst into loud laughter. Then left without hesitation. After I left, Li Shui woke up slowly. As soon as she opened her eyes, she noticed something was wrong. Ah! Li Shui screamed, pulling the nearby quilt to cover her naked body. Seeing the mess on the bed, like an intense battlefield, filled with the traces she left behind. What happened? Why did I pass out? Damn, where is that trash? Li Shui's face was full of astonishment. The memories from just now gradually surfaced. Only then did Li Shui remember what happened. I actually proactively gave myself to that trash. Li Shui simply couldn't believe it. And just at this moment, the door was pushed open with a bang. The people outside rushed in screaming. Second young miss, are you alright? Li Shui was instantly furious. Trash. You are all simply a bunch of trash. The person has already left. Why didn't you come in just now? Several people looked at each other with embarrassed expressions. We accidentally fell asleep. You are truly incompetent. This old lady has been completely taken advantage of by that trash. Get out. All of you get out. Li Shui roared hysterically. Several people fled out in a wretched state. In the room, Li Shui was still in a rage. She crazily smashed everything in the room. Lin Yuni, you just wait for me. I just walked down when I heard Li Shui's roar coming from the second floor room. A smile couldn't help but appear on the corner of my mouth. And just at this moment, a sexy and mature beautiful woman hurriedly came in from outside with some people. The beautiful woman had an excellent appearance. Her graceful figure was no worse than Li Shui's. Her chest rose and fell continuously due to rapid breathing. Why are you here? Where is my Aksu? Guan Mengyu looked at me alone and was momentarily stunned. Hearing this, I laughed loudly without concealment. Since the business is finished, of course I came out. What? Upon hearing this, Guan Mengyu was stunned. How could this be different from her plan? She then flew into a rage. You have a lot of nerve. You actually laid hands on Xiao Shui. She is your sister-in-law. You actually did something so beastly. Guan Mengyu pointed at my nose and cursed loudly. Someone, come and break his legs. A group of brawny men in black around her immediately surrounded me, making a move to act. However, I unhurriedly put my hands behind my back. Wait. Which of your eyes saw me messing around with Li Shui? Don't talk nonsense without evidence. Guan Mengyu's eyes widened. According to her original plan, I should be in the room right now. Then she would show up with people and catch me in the act. In that case, I would definitely have no way to defend myself. But the current situation completely exceeded her expectations. I was actually standing before her as if nothing had happened. And even left her speechless with my retort. You actually dare to yell at me? You've really got some nerve. Don't forget your identity. You are nothing more than a trashy live-in son-in-law. You are simply not worthy of my Gingwan. Guan Mengyu found an excuse and cursed angrily. I sneered in my heart. Whether I am worthy or not is not for you to evaluate. Constantly calling me trash. You are the one who is truly bold. Then, I took a sudden step forward. A slap was already delivered to her face. Then, with a loud paw sound. The loud sound of the slap instantly echoed through the hall. Guan Mengyu covered her swollen face, shocked. You actually dared to hit me? So what if I hit you? I have tolerated you for a long time. If you dare to call me trash again, don't blame me for being unkind to you. I didn't give her any face at all. In my past life, I had no power and could only swallow my pride. But now, I am different. Guan Mengyu was so angry her lungs were about to explode. She looked at the brawny men in black around her. Idiots! What are you still standing there for? Hit him. I will take responsibility for whatever happens. With her command, the men in black all around immediately swarmed toward me. However, I was full of disdain. With one step, I charged straight in, and began fighting with over a dozen men in black. Guan Mengyu looked on and immediately sneered. Truly overestimating yourself. However, the next moment, she suddenly couldn't laugh anymore. I saw my fists flying, like a tiger entering a flock of sheep. The dozen or so brawny men had no power to resist in my hands. In just a few breaths, they all fell to the ground. At this moment, Guan Mengyu was shocked. She simply couldn't believe her eyes. Clearly, the previous me was still submissive before her. Why is the change so big now? I looked at the intimidated Guan Mengyu with a sneer. My heart felt incredibly refreshed. This woman had humiliated me plenty in my past life. Now the tables have turned. It's my turn to teach her a lesson. Then, I stepped forward and grabbed her neck, leaning into her ear and whispering, "Don't think I don't know today was a plot by you mother and daughter. But let me tell you a secret. Li Shui has already been eaten by me. If you don't want the news of sisters serving one husband to spread, then behave yourself from now on and don't provoke me." After speaking, I laughed loudly and strode away, leaving the shocked and angry Guan Mengyu sitting on the ground. The words just now caused a huge shock to her. She simply couldn't believe she had tried to steal a chicken only to lose the bait. Not only did she fail to take me down, but she also lost her younger daughter in the process. Lin Yuni, this old lady will not let you go. Guan Mengyu's lungs were about to explode with anger, but she could only rage impotently. Not long after, I appeared in a city park. I was seen sitting cross-legged on a stone. The weak spiritual energy around slowly entered my body. After a long time, I opened my eyes. But my eyes were full of disappointment. The spiritual energy on Earth is too thin. Several hours of cultivation yielded almost no gains. Last night, I entered the Xiantian realm relying on the great and mysterious physique. But that was the result of Li Shui's 18 years of accumulation. Such an opportunity can be encountered but not sought, and it's hard to replicate. In desperation, I had to get up and prepare to think of other ways. Fortunately, with Li Shui's great and mysterious physique, if I cultivate with her once a day in the future, it can at least guarantee the progress of my cultivation. Li Shui's figure appeared in my mind. I had already thought of 10 ways to discipline that woman in my heart. Then, I prepared to leave the park directly, and just at this moment, the people coming to the park for fun had gradually increased. Suddenly, a figure caught my attention. In the crowd, a woman in her 20s was walking over with an umbrella. She was drop-dead gorgeous with a pure and elegant temperament. Her snow-white skin was like actual snow. The only flaw was that her figure was too thin and weak, as if a gust of wind could blow her over. Others couldn't help but stop and watch. However, no one dared to go up and strike up a conversation. Only because a bodyguard as strong as a bull in a suit and sunglasses stood beside her. But at this time, I walked up without hesitation. My actions immediately surprised many people. Men one after another showed looks of admiration. "Stop," the man in the suit and sunglasses blocked me directly. His expression was somewhat unfriendly. "My lady does not talk to outsiders. Go away quickly." However, I paid no attention to the man in sunglasses and a suit. Instead, I stared at the sickly beauty before me with glowing eyes, ecstatic in my heart. It's actually the ice spirit physique. Is Earth so uniquely blessed? A special physique rarely seen even in the cultivation world. I have actually encountered 2 of them so quickly. I was excited in my heart. The ice spirit physique is also an excellent physique for dual cultivation. Like the great and mysterious physique, it naturally accumulates ice spiritual energy. But this kind of physique carries great danger. Excessive accumulation of ice spiritual energy will lead to physical weakness. If one doesn't cultivate to guide the ice spiritual energy inside the body, then this person will not live past 25. The sickly beauty's gaze fell on me, a hint of disgust flashing in her eyes. Thinking to herself, another man coveting her beauty. "Ashen, drive him away." The sickly beauty said expressionlessly, "Yes, eldest young miss." The man in sunglasses and a suit nodded respectfully, and walked straight forward. But just as the bodyguard was about to touch me, I spoke plainly. "I can cure your illness. Wait a moment." Hearing this, the sickly beauty softly scolded the bodyguard to stop. She looked me up and down. The person looked only about 20 years old. What ability could he have? Then a hint of disappointment crossed her eyes, and she shook her head in refusal. "You are not a doctor. And I am not sick. I don't need you to treat me." I spoke again. "Don't be in a hurry to refuse me. Did you pass out once when you were 18? Feeling your body cold as if placed deep in an ice cave. From then on, your body became thinner and weaker every day. Even under the scorching sun, you still feel cold and unable to warm up. And starting from the age of 18, every year on your birthday, you pass out due to a bone-chilling cold. And it gets more and more serious." As soon as I said this, the bystanders couldn't help but burst into laughter. Who is this kid? Actually using this method to hit on a beauty. Does he think he's some kind of divine doctor? It's really laughable. Exactly, how can there be such an absurd illness in the world? It's at least better than the cliché "hey beauty" pickup lines. Many people around couldn't help but laugh out loud. But the sickly beauty in the man in sunglasses had a huge change in expression, looking at me with stunned eyes. "How did you know?" Who sent you? Beside her shock, the sickly beauty's eyes were filled with suspicion. I smiled confidently. I can help you solve this problem. Give me 5 minutes, and I can make your strange illness improve. The sickly beauty couldn't help but be stunned for a moment. Huge waves surged in her heart. Who is this person before me? He actually saw my problem at a glance. It wouldn't be hard if he just knew my body was unwell. After all, many people know I have health problems. But to be able to describe the details of the strange illness so accurately, that is not something just anyone can do. Reason told her that the person before her was of unknown origin and untrustworthy. But she saw that my demeanor was confident. The other person seemed to have a unique aura, making one unconsciously want to believe. 5 minutes, fine. I'll give you 5 minutes. The sickly beauty agreed as if possessed. Perhaps in her heart, she also yearned for salvation. Miss, how can this be? The man in sunglasses and a suit was a bit anxious. I smiled knowingly. Just now, I used a spell to slightly increase the credibility of my words. You made the right choice. Let's go to a hotel and get a room. I need a quiet place. The sickly beauty looked deep at me and spoke hesitantly. Give me a reason to believe you. You have no reason to refuse me, do you? I laughed confidently. After searching for doctors for so many years with no results, instead of continuing to be tortured by illness, why not give it a try? And you have nothing to lose anyway. The fact was indeed as I said. After thinking for a while, the sickly beauty nodded. The three of them then left. Not long after, led by the sickly beauty, I arrived at a hotel. The two immediately opened a room. Then the sickly beauty sat on the bed. Next, take off your outer clothing and lie on the bed, I said solemnly. The sickly beauty frowned. After biting her lip lightly, she slowly took off her coat. Inside, she only wore a thin undergarment. Her exquisite curves were instantly revealed. Her skin was as delicate as white snow. I am only giving you 5 minutes. During this time, you can do anything to me. But if the time is up and my condition has not improved, the consequences will be more than you can bear. The sickly beauty's tone was icy, her words carrying a threat. However, my face was still full of confidence. I won't disappoint you. After saying that, my hand pressed onto the sickly beauty's shoulder. Contacting a stranger of the opposite sex for the first time, the sickly beauty couldn't help but tremble slightly. My demeanor was calm and composed. Then, the true chi within my body emerged, injecting into the sickly beauty's body through my hands. Before long, the sickly beauty's eyes suddenly widened. She only felt a warm current actually appear in her shoulder, making her feel incomparably comfortable. How is this possible? I ignored the sickly beauty's expression. My hands had already begun to roam over the sickly beauty's body. The skin I touched was as delicate as a baby's. It looked like my hands were playing with the sickly beauty's body. Outsiders watching wouldn't know how to misunderstand it. The sickly beauty only felt her whole body heating up. This made her feel excited in her heart. Since getting the strange illness at 18, she had never felt warmth again, let alone the heat she felt now. In just a moment, the sickly beauty was dripping with sweat. The sweat soaked her already thin clothes, outlining her nearly perfect body curves completely. While I appreciated the beautiful scenery before me, I also absorbed the ice spiritual energy in the sickly beauty's body. A double enjoyment of vision and body. It felt incredibly good. A large amount of ice spiritual energy was absorbed by me, then transformed into true chi and stored in my dantian. An enjoying expression appeared on my face. My strength was increasing at a speed visible to the naked eye. The sickly beauty on the bed was also full of enjoyment. She opened her cherry-red mouth slightly, panting. Her beautiful eyes were slightly closed. The warm and soft feeling of her body made her whole person intoxicated. Her completely defenseless appearance was like a lamb waiting to be slaughtered. Looking at the sickly beauty's take-me appearance, I almost couldn't hold back. Fortunately, I am still something of a gentleman. If it had been someone else, they would have definitely eaten this sickly beauty. Having said that, my hands began to be dishonest, gradually roaming over the sickly beauty's exquisite body. I enjoyed it wantonly, thinking in my heart, since I am curing and saving people for free, taking some reward is only proper. Thinking this, I became even more self-righteous in taking advantage. My hands felt the sickly beauty all over her body. Apart from her body being too thin and weak, everything else was simply perfect, making it a bit hard for me to let go. Wantonly absorbing the ice spiritual energy within the sickly beauty, my strength began to rise. After 2 hours, the ice spiritual energy in the sickly beauty was completely absorbed by me. My realm also smoothly reached the mid-Shintian stage. After a long while, she slowly opened her eyes. Her consciousness also gradually recovered. How do you feel? My voice rang out from behind her. The sickly beauty let out a long sigh of relief, feeling that she had never been so comfortable before. The original chill in her body had disappeared, replaced by warmth and comfort. This is too magical. Feeling the lightness of her body, the sickly beauty's spirits were much improved. She quickly stood up and spoke excitedly. Thank you. I gave a light laugh. Instead of thanking me, I think you need to do something else first. Ah? The sickly beauty was stunned for a moment. What thing? I looked her over seriously, and then pointed at her body. Then, there was another scream. Only then did she find that her clothes had been completely soaked through at some point. At this moment, she was white with a touch of red, pink and tender, full of temptation. Noticing her current situation, with a schwa sound, a blush flew across the sickly beauty's pretty face. Her cheeks were full of shyness. This was her first time like this before the opposite sex. The scene left her at a loss for what to do. I smiled in my heart and very tactfully stood up and walked out of the room. I'll wait for you outside. The sickly beauty was surprised, and couldn't help but feel a bit more favorable toward me. I waited patiently outside. Before long, the sickly beauty came out again. My name is Tang Yunyan. I am very grateful for the divine doctor's help. May I ask the divine doctor's honorable name? Lin Yuni. I waved my hand. I do not deserve the title of divine doctor. I do not know much about medical skills. Tang Yunyan smiled slightly, thinking I was just being humble. Divine Dr. Lin is too modest. I will never forget your great kindness and virtue. It is getting late now. I would like to invite you, divine Dr. Lin, to dinner. Please do me the honor. I could see that Tang Yunyan intended to befriend me, which happened to coincide with my own thoughts. The ice spirit physique can also produce spiritual energy, which can exactly supply my own cultivation. Thus, soon under the lead of Tang Yunyan, the two arrived at a mountainside restaurant that looked like a resort villa. She was clearly a frequent guest of this restaurant. As soon as they entered, a waiter came forward warmly to greet them. At this time, a unique and exotic fragrance wafted over. Miss Tang, how do you have time to grace my business today? This voice was mature and sexy. A woman who could make such a sound must be a sexy beauty. I turned my head to look. Sure enough, a mature beauty in red was walking towards us. She appeared to be about 30 years old, with a willow waist, thin eyebrows, fair skin, and beautiful features. The charm of a mature woman was displayed to the fullest on her. Beneath a pair of willow leaf eyebrows was a pair of soul-hooking charming eyes. The red qipao on her body outlined her curves into an exquisite silhouette. A golden light flashed in my eyes. I saw at a glance that this woman possessed a charm physique. Although not as good as a special physique like the ice spirit physique, it is definitely filled with fatal attraction for men. Oh, it is truly rare. Miss Tang would actually bring a man to my place. It really is a rarity. The woman glanced at me and chuckled with some curiosity. Arrange a private box for me. Today I want to feast divine Dr. Lin. Tang Yunyan spoke. Her words surprised the beautiful proprietress in front of her. She immediately began to size me up from top to bottom. A youthful appearance of about 20 years old, with a handsome face, red lips, and white teeth. A pair of eyes with a very deep gaze, as if uncontrollably attracting her gaze. The beautiful proprietress's face couldn't help but turn slightly red. She couldn't help but look a few more times. However, although this young man looked good, he was far too young to be called any kind of divine doctor. Could this eldest young miss of the Tang family have been scammed? Thinking this way, the beautiful proprietress did not show it. Soon she arranged an elegantly decorated private box for the two. Dishes full of color, aroma, and taste were soon brought up. The smell made my appetite open wide. Divine Dr. Lin, please. Since I contracted the strange illness at 18, I have suffered pain every day. Today, many thanks to divine Dr. Lin's miraculous touch, which finally allowed me to escape the sea of bitterness. Tang Yunyan's beautiful eyes were full of gratitude. I smiled. It was just a small effort. However, yours is not a disease, but rather that you possess a special physique. Therefore, today's treatment is only a temporary relief. In the future, every 7 days you need to come to me for a massage. Otherwise, you will still be plagued by cold energy. These words made Tang Yunyan's cheeks a bit flushed, thinking that a shy massage like the one earlier would be needed every 7 days. Tang Yunyan couldn't help but recall that soul-melting taste from before. That feeling truly made her somewhat unable to stop. But reason told her, being too intimate with a man like this was not very good. Divine Dr. Lin, is there no way to settle this once and for all? I shook my head. This is a special physique, not some kind of disease. Of course there is a way. That is to step onto the path of cultivation. Naturally, you can then guide your own ice spiritual energy to cultivate. Not only will you not be plagued by cold energy, but also your cultivation speed will be far faster than ordinary people. But I don't intend to tell Tang Yunyan this method for now. After all, I urgently need her ice spirit physique to improve my strength. Tang Yunyan couldn't help but feel a bit disappointed upon hearing this. She bit her lip and finally nodded. No problem. In the future, I ask for more guidance from Divine Dr. Lin. While the two were chatting, the beautiful proprietress walked in carrying the final dish. Divine Dr. Lin is truly young and promising. I didn't expect that at such a young age. Your medical skills are already superb. It is truly admirable. The beautiful proprietress's pair of foxy eyes fell upon me. Tang Yunyan introduced. Divine Dr. Lin, this is the proprietress of Qingzhou restaurant, Lu Mei. I nodded slightly, lost in thought, because I saw that Lu Mei did not believe in my ability. The words just now had a few hints of testing. If I am not mistaken, Boss Lu should still be a virgin, right? Ah, these words instantly stunned the two women in the box. Tang Yunyan was shocked with disbelief, while Lu Mei was startled that the hidden fact had been called out. How did you know? She blurted out. This matter had always been her secret. From childhood to adulthood, no one ever knew. Back when she was at school, she was the goddess in the hearts of countless people. With her charm physique, she didn't know how many men's dreams she haunted. Her rumored boyfriends could wrap around the school in a circle. Now she is over 30. Because of running a restaurant, she often receives all kinds of people daily. The rumors have not decreased but increased and intensified. Everyone is guessing how many men she actually has. Who would have thought she was actually a virgin? Divine Dr. Lin, you must have seen wrongly. Lu Mei's smile was a bit hard to maintain. Yes, Divine Dr. Lin is joking. How could she be a virgin? Tang Yunyan also found it somewhat hard to believe. Hearing this, I did not answer but gave a mysterious smile. With my divine sense, I could perceive that the primordial Lin in Lu Mei was still there. This was the most definitive evidence. I wonder which great master Divine Dr. Lin studied under. The gaze Lu Mei used to look at me had already changed. She originally thought the youth before her might be some kind of scammer. After all, he was so young. But just now I showed a small trick, making her realize that I probably wasn't just a pretty face, but actually had real substance. My teacher passed away long ago. Better not to mention it. I shook my head and brushed it off with a vague answer. Seeing that I didn't want to say more, Lu Mei did not say anything else, and just at this moment, sudden hurried footsteps came from outside the door. As the box door was pushed open, a man walked inside aggressively. The youth was seen walking forward with a smile. Then he sat directly next to Tang Yunyan. Yunyan, I didn't expect you to actually be here. It really took me a lot of searching to find you. He reached out to put his arm around Tang Yunyan's shoulder, but was dodged by the latter with disgust. This action by Tang Yunyan immediately made the youth somewhat dissatisfied. His eyes looked at Tang Yunyan lustfully. His gaze particularly fell on her enchanting and exquisite body. His eyeballs almost wanted to be glued onto her. Wang Long, do not get so close to me. Our relationship has not reached such a close level yet. Tang Yunyan's face instantly turned icy. Ah, Wang Long laughed loudly. Yunyan, what nonsense are you talking about? We are already engaged. Even the wedding date has been set. What's wrong with being a bit intimate now? Tang Yunyan's face was a bit stiff. The atmosphere in the box instantly became somewhat frozen. Suddenly, Wang Long noticed something was wrong. He turned his head and locked his gaze onto me. His face instantly cooled down. He didn't expect his fiancée to actually be eating alone with a youth. Who are you? Wang Long's tone was full of hostility. Tang Yunyan realized something was wrong and explained immediately. Wang Long, Divine Dr. Lin is just my friend. Divine Dr. Lin? What kind of thing is he? Is he even worthy of the title Divine Doctor? Wang Long laughed disdainfully. Yunyan, you are my fiancée. I don't want you to be scammed by someone. As soon as these words came out, the atmosphere in the box instantly turned stiff. For a moment, it was so quiet you could hear a pin drop. Wang Long did not hide the sarcasm in his words at all. Not noticing at all that my eyes had already begun to narrow, Tang Yunyan showed a look of displeasure. Wang Long, Divine Dr. Lin is a truly high-level expert with superb medical skills. I do not allow you to insult him like this. These words made Wang Long sneer even more. Yunyan, I see you are truly turning to any doctor in a panic. I know you are troubled by the problem of the strange illness, but you don't need to worry. I have already found a true divine doctor for you. Tomorrow I will take you to see Divine Dr. Shui. This is an opportunity one obtained with great difficulty. Tang Yunyan knit her brows tightly. No need, my condition has already been cured by Divine Dr. Lin. Cured? Just by this barefoot doctor. Wang Long glanced at me. His eyes were full of mockery and disdain. Enough, Wang Long. I don't want to say my words many times. I demand that you apologize to Divine Dr. Lin right now. Tang Yunyan's tone was cold and her attitude was even firmer. Wang Long's face was full of astonishment. Are you crazy? You are actually arguing with me for a guy of unknown origin. Divine Dr. Lin is a master of the medical path. I do not allow you to insult him so. Tang Yunyan fought back without hesitation. She was firm in her attitude when she said this. making Lu Mei on the side very surprised. Tang Yunyan actually trusted this man so much. Hearing this, Wang Long burst into laughter, as if he had heard the funniest joke in the world. Then he turned his head directly to look at me. Divine Doctor? Someone like you is worthy. Wang Long's tone was mocking as he sized me up, seeing that I was only about 20 years old, and wearing ordinary, very plain clothes. The disdain on his face immediately deepened by a few points. I don't know what method you used to deceive my girlfriend. This young master will now give you a chance. If you cannot prove yourself, then you will not walk out of this box today. Wang Long sneered, his tone full of threats. I narrowed my eyes, a chill appearing in them, thinking to myself, if I don't hit you for 3 days, you'll try to tear off the roof tiles. Since someone has come to insult me at my door, then I must host them well. Thinking of this, the corners of my mouth curled up slightly. You want proof? Then watch closely. As my voice fell, my right hand had already pointed out a streak of blue energy with one finger. In an instant, it hit Wang Long's throat area directly. Wang Long only felt a pain in his throat, subconsciously shrinking back. But in his heart, rage surged wildly. You actually dare to lay a hand on me? Wang Long roared. But after opening his mouth, he realized he didn't make any sound. This scene stunned everyone present. At first, several people thought Wang Long was playing some kind of trick. But looking closely, they found that Wang Long seemed to have truly become mute. What happened? Tang Yunyan and Lu Mei nearby were very shocked, looking at the enraged Wang Long suddenly becoming mute. Their brows were full of surprise. On the other hand, Wang Long was already panicked. He tried his best to shout out, but no matter how hard he tried, it was all in vain. What kind of trick did this dog thing do? Wang Long could only roar in his heart. The expression on his face looked like he wanted to eat someone. It was the first time he had encountered such a situation. But soon anger turned into nervousness. His demeanor appeared at a loss and his expression was full of panic. Does this kid not know my identity? He actually truly dared to lay a hand on me. Tang Yunyan and Lu Mei nearby watched. The two women's faces were also full of surprise. Divine Dr. Lin, how did you do it? Tang Yunyan couldn't help but ask. Just by pointing a finger to seal a person's voice. This kind of ability is simply unheard of. Tang Yunyan looked at me with a curious gaze. It is just some minor tricks. I smiled slightly and waved my hand, thinking that such means are not even worth mentioning to a cultivator. But Tang Yunyan and Lu Mei thought I was being humble. The brilliance in their eyes grew more intense. Lu Mei said gloatingly, I didn't expect young Master Wang would also have a time when he gets sorted out. It really is rare. Wang Long was enraged beyond measure. Under Lu Mei's mocking gaze, he felt embarrassed to the extreme, wishing he could find a place to crawl into. He was both surprised and angry, turned his head, slammed the table angrily, and glared at me. You bastard, heal me immediately. Otherwise, I will never let you off. Wang Long's eyes were full of anger and threats, wishing he could kill me with his gaze, but I sneered in my heart, looking at Wang Long with an expression full of mockery. Isn't this the proof you wanted? Next, you should endure it well. When I am in a good mood, I will unlock it for you. As soon as these words came out, Wang Long panicked completely. He didn't want to lose the ability to speak and become a mute from then on, so he gesticulated wildly with his hands and feet. His angry expression was clear to everyone, seeing that I didn't care at all and my expression was only a sneer. Wang Long couldn't help but grit his teeth. He grew up with a silver spoon in his mouth. When had he ever suffered such a big loss? Today he truly lost face to the extreme. Damn it, there is something wrong with this kid. Wang Long's heart was panicked to the extreme, realizing that I was not to be trifled with. The opponent probably had some means. Amidst his fear, Wang Long saw that he couldn't get any advantage today, losing all face in front of two beauties. This made him extremely angry. But my means were too eerie. This made him not dare to stay here any longer. He hurriedly ran away. Kid, you just wait for me. I will not let you off. He threatened fiercely in his heart, not even caring about his image. The whole person fled from here in a wretched state. As the several people left, the box returned to peace again. The gaze Lu Mei used to look at me had completely changed. Divine Dr. Lin's means are superb. It truly opened my eyes. I toast a cup to Divine Dr. Lin. Lu Mei's eyes flashed with brilliance. Her heart was even more full of curiosity. The opponent is so young. How exactly did he master such high-level techniques? I smiled slightly and picked up the wine cup. With a beauty accompanying the wine, naturally I would not refuse. Divine Dr. Lin's means are truly admirable. In the future, the once every 7 days massage will have to trouble Divine Dr. Lin more. Tang Yunyan said gratefully. The reward is 10,000 each time. What does Divine Dr. Lin think? I nodded, it's fine. However, during the massage, everything must listen to me. Divine Dr. Lin's massage technique is actually so outstanding. Lu Mei was a bit surprised upon hearing this. She finally understood. This person before her actually truly solved the strange illness on Tang Yunyan. She had heard of Tang Yunyan's strange illness. The Tang family didn't know how many famous people in the medical world they had invited without solving it. Now it was actually cured by me. It is truly inconceivable. Divine Dr. Lin, I am tired and hardworking on ordinary days. My body is often exhausted. I wonder if Divine Dr. Lin could also help me massage and relax a bit. Lu Mei spoke with a red face and invited. Because she had expectations and curiosity in her heart. Wanting to see how magical the massage technique that could cure Tang Yunyan actually was. Hearing this, I was first stunned. Then I was secretly happy in my heart. This charming beauty actually proactively invited me. No problem, after the meal I will help you massage a bit. I nodded with a smile. There is an advantage delivered to my door to be taken. Naturally, I had no reason to refuse. After finishing the meal, I exchanged phone numbers with Tang Yunyan. Divine Dr. Lin, Wang Long is a person who seeks revenge for the smallest grievance and is very narrow-minded. You must be careful of his retaliation. Tang Yunyan said with an apologetic face. Today's matter started because of me. If Divine Dr. Lin encounters any trouble later, please call me at any time. But I smiled slightly and said, no matter, it is just a profligate son. I have not taken him seriously. I now possess the Xiantian realm. Although it doesn't count for much in the cultivation world. But the spiritual energy on earth is thin. There surely are no powerful experts here. Moreover, as one of the former 12 giants of the cultivation world, my means are far more than just what appears on the surface. Tang Yunyan left not long after. Lu Mei then walked forward with a look of expectation. Divine Dr. Lin, please follow me. Under Lu Mei's lead, I arrived at the depths of the villa complex. This was actually a small villa. Entering all the way into Lu Mei's room on the second floor. She sat on the bed. Divine Dr. Lin, what should I do? There is no need for you to do anything, just lie down next. Leave the rest to me. While speaking, I had already walked in front of Lu Mei. Lu Mei nodded and then lay on the bed. I looked down at Lu Mei before me from above. Looking down from my angle, the first thing that came into view was Lu Mei's full and upright peaks. The shape was truly heart-pounding. I pinched out a hand seal and performed a simple spell. Then my 5 fingers pressed onto Lu Mei's shoulder. Ah! A strange sensation like an electric shock instantly spread through Lu Mei's whole body, making her unable to resist letting out a charming and soul-melting moan. My hands were like playing a piano, using Lu Mei's body as the instrument. I began to play rhythmically. What is going on? Lu Mei's cheeks soon became flushed. She gritted her teeth and tried her best to endure that strange feeling from within her body. She only felt as if my hands had magic. Every time they touched her skin, it made her body warm and comfortable. This feeling was like it went deep into her marrow. If it feels good, just shout it out. If you keep your body tense, it will cause the massage effect to decrease. Seeing this, I spoke. Lu Mei's cheeks were already completely red at this moment. Lu Mei found it somewhat hard to say and couldn't speak out, but gradually she began to be intoxicated by the enjoyment of her body. Then Lu Mei's moans were echoing in the room. And they became louder and louder. What is going on? Why is it so comfortable? Lu Mei's face was completely red. She simply couldn't imagine that one day she would actually let out this kind of heart-pounding sound in front of a man. She was unable to control herself. This comfortable feeling made her addicted to it. My pair of magic-filled hands roamed over Lu Mei's exquisite body. If this scene were seen by outsiders, I don't know how many men would be envious. Looking at the charm Lu Mei inadvertently showed, I couldn't help but click my tongue in wonder. As expected of a woman with charm bones, she is simply a man's nemesis. I was thinking about whether or not to eat Lu Mei. Given her current posture, if I were willing to make a move, I could definitely succeed. As the massage continued for half an hour, when I stopped, Lu Mei's whole person was already limp and powerless, only lying on the bed panting slightly. After a long time, Lu Mei barely opened her eyes. Her cheeks were full of blush. Is it already over? Lu Mei still felt she hadn't had enough in her heart. Her beautiful eyes looked at me with a gaze full of brilliance. For some reason, from the first glance at me, she always felt that the me before her had a unique charm, involuntarily attracting her. Could this be love at first sight? Lu Mei's pretty face turned even redder, involuntarily showing the posture of a young girl. Her posture fell into my eyes, making me smile secretly in my heart. Lu Mei possesses charm bones. As a former giant of the immortal path, my unique temperament can be said to have a powerful attraction to her, so I used the tactic of playing hard to get and said, today's massage will end here. I will go back first. Wait! Lu Mei cried out instinctively. What? I turned my head in confusion. Lu Mei wished she could give herself a slap. Heaven knows why she called out to the other person. Seeing that I was about to leave, she was instinctively somewhat reluctant. Could I really have fallen in love with him? How is this possible? Today is the first time we've met. Divine Dr. Lin, when is the next massage? Lu Mei couldn't help but frown. Her heart even began to look forward to it. I burst into laughter. It seems this mature beauty has already begun to fall in love with me. Wait until the weekend. I still have many things to do. In the future, call me once a week. The fee each time is 1,000. Leaving these words, I then left. Only once a week? Lu Mei's expression was disappointed. Her face was full of an unsatisfied look. Pa, how can I be so shameless? Actually pestering a man wanting a massage every day. A blush flew across Lu Mei's pretty face. And on the other side, after leaving Qingzhou Mountain Villa, I went straight back to the Li family villa. This villa was the new house for my marriage. I had just returned, when the enraged Li Shui had already come to the door. With a loud bang sound, Li Shui kicked open the main door. Lin Yunyi, you get out here for this old lady. Along with her constant scolding, she directly rushed into the villa door. At the same time, she brought several people with her. I glanced at the kicked open door, my expression somewhat unhappy. Did your parents not teach you what politeness is? Lin Yunyi, you are a beast. You actually did that kind of thing to me. My life has been completely ruined by you. Li Shui blamed me through gritted teeth. The gaze she used to look at me was full of anger. Hearing this, I couldn't help but burst into laughter with a poochie sound. As if I had heard the funniest joke in the world. What are you saying? I don't quite understand. I blinked my eyes, an innocent look appearing on my face. Last night, didn't you proactively climb onto my bed? These words made Li Shui's expression instantly stiff. She was directly pinned down by me. Looking at Li Shui unable to find a place to counterattack, I laughed in my heart. Her frustrated appearance made me feel incredibly refreshed. I smiled with a face full of mockery. At the same time, my gaze roamed over Li Shui's exquisite body. Today, Li Shui wore a youthful and beautiful outfit. The upper body wore a thin shirt, while the lower body was a miniskirt that could only cover the buttocks. A pair of slender fair legs were completely revealed, looking very eye-catching. I walked straight forward. Reaching out, I pulled Li Shui directly into my arms. Li Shui panicked instantly. Wait, what are you going to do to me? She struggled with all her might. But how could her strength possibly compare to mine? Even using all her strength, she couldn't budge me an inch. On the contrary, her constant squirming in my arms gave me quite a thrill. Xiao Shui, I didn't expect you to like this kind of taste. I know you must be intentionally pretending. What is this behavior called? SM right. I chuckled softly. At some point my hands had already begun wandering over Li Shui's body. Li Shui was both angry and aggrieved. Originally she wanted to intentionally frame him and ruin his reputation. She didn't expect to fail and suffer a loss instead. I suffered no loss at all. She on the other hand suffered a great deal. Feeling my restless hands, Li Shui was somewhat panicked and at a loss. You beast, let me go quickly. I am your sister-in-law. Isn't a sister-in-law great? They say a sister-in-law is the brother-in-law's intimate little padded jacket. I think this saying is correct. I laughed very happily. Li Shui was so angry her lungs were about to burst. She turned her head to look at the people behind her and shouted, "What are you all still standing there for? Get him." Hearing this, several bodyguards first haphazardly wiped their nosebleeds. Then they hurriedly stepped forward to fight me. As expected, there were no surprises. In just a few moves I handled all of them, throwing them out of the villa one by one like trash. As I closed the villa door, the massive villa was suddenly left with only me and Li Shui. Seeing such a scene, a look of panic immediately appeared on Li Shui's face. How can a useless person like you be so powerful? She couldn't believe the bodyguards she brought to teach me a lesson were actually all easily taken down by me. But in the next second she realized the gravity of the situation. Now that the bodyguards were gone, she had fallen into my hands again. Is there any need to wonder what will happen next? Wait, let me go quickly. Li Shui struggled violently again. I laughed teasingly. Baby, don't move around. Let brother-in-law dote on you properly. Don't you like me? Why are you struggling now? Don't worry, although our relationship is improper. As long as we keep it secret, no one will know. I advised her while taking advantage of Li Shui. At this moment Li Shui was almost in tears. What was happening now was completely different from what she had imagined when she arrived. She originally wanted to bring people to give me a good lesson, to avenge what happened last night. But she never expected it would turn into a lamb entering the tiger's mouth. I looked down at Li Shui's panicked expression like a startled fawn, laughing heartily in my heart. Now let me dote on you properly. A golden light flashed in my eyes. No, brother-in-law, I know I was wrong. Please let me go. Li Shui panicked completely and actually began to beg for mercy, because she felt my hands had already touched a certain part of her, and was even playing with it wantonly at this moment. Admit your mistake, don't you like this taste? I see. This is also part of the game, right? I didn't expect your taste to be so heavy, but it doesn't matter. Brother-in-law will cooperate with you well. I intentionally played dumb. Then I picked Li Shui up and walked towards the room upstairs. Li Shui screamed in terror. Her exquisite face instantly turned deathly pale. No, let me go quickly. Panic and even horror emerged in Li Shui's heart. She regretted it to the extreme in her heart. Had she known I was such a pervert, she wouldn't have come today no matter what. I laughed evilly, completely ignoring Li Shui's pleas for mercy. I just want to discipline this woman properly. And now is only the beginning. First is to reverse my status in Li Shui's heart. My former self was indeed too useless. To the point that in Li Shui's heart, I was simply a useless cripple. I ignored Li Shui's struggle and carried her directly into the room. Then I threw Li Shui onto the bed. At this point she could no longer bear it. She burst out crying with a wah. Boo-hoo, I know I was wrong. Brother-in-law, please let me go. I'm still just a child. Li Shui sat on the bed wailing loudly. What are you crying for? Don't you like me? It was you who actively climbed into my bed yesterday. I laughed softly and teasingly. Li Shui shook her head hurriedly, then showed a terrified expression. No, I like you. It was all that. Speaking up to hear, Li Shui suddenly paused, realizing instantly that last night's events must absolutely not be exposed. Otherwise, if I caused a scene, she would be even worse off. Mother-in-law and sister-in-law conspiring against the son-in-law. If this matter were exposed, it would definitely be a huge scandal. At that time, the old master of the Li family would definitely not forgive them. Thinking of this, Li Shui's expression changed rapidly. A pleasing expression appeared on her face. Brother-in-law, I indeed came to find you. But I don't feel well today. Could you please not bully me? Li Shui's expression was pitiful and lovely. I smiled and stepped forward, sitting beside Li Shui. The latter couldn't help but shiver. Baby, your attitude changes so fast. Just a moment ago you were crying and refusing to acknowledge me. Now you admit to liking me again. At this moment Li Shui was angry and aggrieved. She only wanted to leave this place quickly. But on the surface she couldn't refute my words. She could only smile apologetically and say helplessly, Brother-in-law, I still have some things to do now. How about I accompany you next time? I laughed, in my heart a golden light flashing in my eyes. How could I not see through Li Shui's thoughts? But since the other party had already come to my door, wanting to leave like this without paying a price. Thinking of this, I directly lowered my head and kissed her. Li Shui's eyes widened instantly. At this moment there was only one thought in her mind. It's over, my first kiss is gone just like that. She was crying woo-woo in her heart. But she dared not resist my movements. She could only endure silently. I wantonly tasted the strawberry flavor in the young girl's mouth in my arms, while also absorbing the Taiyin power newly accumulated in Li Shui's body. It's a pity that since the last time I absorbed Taiyin power, only one day had passed. The power accumulated in Li Shui's body was very sparse. It was devoured completely by me in just a few breaths. Too little, this small amount isn't worth looking at. I felt very displeased in my heart. Such a small bit of Taiyin power isn't even enough to fill the gaps between my teeth. Earth's spiritual energy is so thin. If there is no external assistance, then I'm afraid I won't be able to step into the foundation establishment stage in this lifetime. It seems I still need to find a few more like Li Shui, women with special constitutions. After wantonly tasting Li Shui for a while, only then did I let her go. Boo-hoo, Li Shui was aggrieved to the extreme. Her pitiful appearance looked as if she had just been bullied. Why does it look like you're not very willing from your expression? I asked back with a frown. Li Shui startled and barely managed a pleasing smile. How could that be? I like you best, brother-in-law. It's good that you like it. Next, accompany me out for a trip. I have some things to handle. I patted a certain part of her and smiled. Li Shui was 100 times unwilling in her heart. But at this moment she could only bite the bullet and agree. No, I must find a way to get rid of this guy. Li Shui gnashed her teeth in her heart. The two quickly walked out of the villa all the way to the parking lot. A fiery red sports car was parked right there. After getting into the car, Li Shui asked curiously, Brother-in-law, where are we going? Go to Yunhai Pharmacy. I want to buy some medicinal herbs. By the way, I have no money in hand right now. You transfer 1 million to me first. I smiled. What? Li Shui almost jumped up. Then she said angrily, on what basis? Aren't we boyfriend and girlfriend? What's wrong with me using a bit of your money? I was somewhat righteous and bold. Or are you saying you don't like me at all? You sacrificed yourself yesterday just to plot against me. I showed a suspicious expression. Li Shui's heart suddenly throbbed violently. Then she immediately changed her face. How is that possible? Of course I like you, brother-in-law. I don't have 1 million in my bank card. At most there's only 100,000 yuan. I waved my hand in disdain. Why is there only such a small amount of money? Forget it, 100,000 is 100,000. Later you ask your mom for more money. Otherwise how will you support my spending? Hearing this, Li Shui was so angry she almost started swearing. Damn it, this guy is really too much. As expected, he is just a piece of trash. He has no use at all except for living off women. Li Shui thought, gnashing her teeth. Accompanied by the roar of the engine, the fiery red sports car shot out like an arrow from a bow, soon disappearing at the end of the road. Half an hour later the two arrived at Yunhai Pharmacy. Parking the sports car in the parking lot, I led Li Shui straight into the pharmacy. Brother-in-law, what are you doing at the pharmacy? Could it be that your body has some kind of illness? When Li Shui said these words, her tone was even somewhat cheerful. I glanced at her. You're happy that I'm sick? No. Brother-in-law, if you're sick I'll definitely be distressed. Li Shui waved her hands hurriedly. I sneered in my heart. Although I felt disdain in my heart, I had to say. Li Shui was clearly unwilling in her heart. But her conflicted look while having to cooperate on the surface was indeed very comical. What could be more joyful than watching an enemy suffer a loss? Just as we entered the pharmacy, a petite little nurse had already stepped forward. The cute little nurse's appearance was very exquisite, looking just like an exquisite doll. Her petite body was very charming. For some people with special hobbies, such a legal loli is probably a supreme treasure. You too, what medicinal herbs would you like to buy? The little nurse showed a sweet smile. I sized up the little nurse from head to toe. My expression couldn't help but be a bit weird. Little sister, does your Yunhai Pharmacy still recruit child labor? As soon as these words came out, the smile on the little nurse's face stiffened. Sir, I am already over 18 years old. The little nurse said angrily with a flushed face. Even Li Shui on the side was astonished. The little nurse before us was no more than 1.5 meters tall, with a cute appearance and wearing twin tails. Her petite and exquisite body plus her youthful and cute face. Anyone seeing her would think she was at most 13 or 14. Sorry, I accidentally misjudged, I said while stifling a laugh. Then, under the cute little nurse's displeased gaze, I took out a piece of paper and handed it to her. According to the records on this, give me 20 portions of each medicinal herb. No problem, please wait a moment. The cute little nurse nodded. Then she turned around and left, skipping along. The little nurse took the prescription all the way into the depths of the pharmacy. She saw a woman of about 30 years old inside. The woman wore white work clothes and had an exquisite appearance. The loose white work clothes couldn't hide her plump body. Those peaks on her chest were so majestic that they propped up the clothes very high. Senior sister, this is the list the customer wants to buy. The little nurse handed the list to her. Su Lingxuan took the note and glanced at it. With one look she couldn't help but let out a soft eh. This list seemed to be some kind of prescription for nourishing the body. Su Lingxuan seemed to see some clues. She couldn't help but become interested. Which customer does this list belong to? Come, take me to see him. Su Lingxuan immediately stood up. What's with this list? Before Su Xiaoying could finish speaking, she was directly pulled away by Su Lingxuan. The two quickly came outside, led by Su Xiaoying. Su Lingxuan walked quickly to the front of me. First I smelled a faint feminine body fragrance. Then I saw a woman with a heroic air walking towards me. My gaze was involuntarily attracted by her massive chest. I couldn't help but be amazed in my heart. I am the chief physician of the pharmacy, Su Lingxuan. Sir, is this medicinal herb list yours? Su Lingxuan asked. That's right, this list is mine. Is there any problem? I narrowed my eyes slightly. Hearing this, Su Lingxuan couldn't help but size me up. Are you also from the medical world? Who is your teacher? I suddenly understood a bit. The other party had probably seen through the clues in my medicinal herb list. That's why she came over to inquire. The herbs I'm buying are meant for refining pills. After all, this body is too thin and weak. The physical strength is completely unsatisfying to me. I will be double cultivating with many women later. How can I do it without an excellent and strong body? Yes, it's mine. If you want to ask more, then there's no need to speak. I'm just here to buy medicinal herbs. You just need to sell the things to me. Su Lingxuan pursed her lips slightly and asked doubtfully. I am very interested in various prescriptions. This prescription of yours is something I've never seen before. I want to buy this prescription. You name a price. I was a bit surprised but then smiled. This prescription of mine is for the body forging pill. In the cultivation world, body forging pills are generally used by body cultivators for basics. Although it's not worth mentioning in the cultivation world. It is after all a pill modified by countless alchemists in the cultivation world. It can be considered close to perfect. Placed on earth, it can definitely be called priceless. This prescription is of extraordinary value. You can't afford it. I directly shook my head and refused. 1 million Su Lingxuan offered a price. Su Xiaoying was greatly shocked. Senior sister, are you crazy? You're actually spending 1 million on an anonymous prescription. Master will definitely scold you if they find out. Li Shui was also extremely shocked. She simply couldn't believe her eyes. Me, who was always a piece of trash in her eyes, actually took out a pill formula worth millions. Am I dreaming? Or is this beast intentionally finding someone to act for me? She was somewhat confused. I couldn't help but smile. Wanting to buy a body forging pill for a mere 1 million. That's a bit of wishful thinking. And with your ability, even if you buy this prescription, you won't be able to prepare it. As soon as these words came out, Su Lingxuan had not yet reacted. But Su Xiaoying couldn't help but ask. What kind of nonsense are you talking? Do you know who my senior sister is? How dare you say such things? There's no prescription in this world that my senior sister can't prepare. Su Xiaoying's words were extremely confident. I was a bit surprised. Immediately my divine sense spread out and instantly investigated Su Lingxuan's condition. At this look, I was suddenly overjoyed in my heart. It's actually another special constitution, the 100-flower spirit body. This is a special constitution that is rare even in the cultivation world. Such people are born able to autonomously absorb the spirituality in plants. People with 100-flower spiritual chi are of great benefit to cultivating medicinal herbs. Even in refining pills, they can be more excellent than ordinary people. No wonder this little girl dares to say that there's no prescription in the world this woman can't prepare. So that was the reason. Thus, in just a few short seconds, I was already calculating in my heart how to plot for the 100-flower spiritual chi in Su Lingxuan. I won't sell the prescription to you, but I can give it to you to study yourself. At the same time, I have one condition. Su Lingxuan was delighted upon hearing this and asked immediately, what condition? I've been too tired lately and want to relax my muscles and bones. Since you are a practitioner of Chinese medicine, I presume you must know massage and tuina. I want you to give me a full session of massage. Li Shui on the side widened her eyes instantly, immediately showing a suspicious gaze. This guy definitely wants to use this opportunity to take advantage of the female doctor. Fine, I agree. Su Lingxuan immediately nodded and agreed. She obviously didn't think too much. It's just massage and tuina. This presented no difficulty for her at all. I was very satisfied. Then I patted Li Shui's head. Xiao Shui, stay here obediently. I'm going to buy an orange. After saying that, I followed Su Lingxuan into the depths of the pharmacy. Hearing this, Li Shui's face instantly darkened. But being able to temporarily get rid of me also made her breathe a sigh of relief. Soon the two arrived at the ward behind the pharmacy. There were no outsiders present here. Only me and Su Lingxuan. Lie down. Su Lingxuan's face was as usual. She took out a pair of gloves from the drawer. I nodded with a smile, then took off my outer clothes and lay on the bed. Su Lingxuan walked over and stood at the head of the bed, looking up from my perspective. The first thing that came into view was Su Lingxuan's pair of massive breasts. This pair of breasts was too conspicuous, to the point that they completely blocked Su Lingxuan's face. At this time, Su Lingxuan's hands were already pressed against my temples. Then she began to slowly massage and perform tuina. Her hands were very flexible. His grasp of the acupoints was quite precise. The pressure was even more perfectly judged. The comfortable feeling made me squint my eyes. Su Lingxuan gave me the massage with a serious face. The expression on her face was not mixed with anything else. I smiled in my heart and immediately started to move my hands. With the slight pull of my hidden true chi, the 100-flower spirit chi in Su Lingxuan's body immediately began to surge. Su Lingxuan's massaging hands paused slightly. She only felt some slight abnormality in her body. What's going on? Su Lingxuan had no idea what happened. She only felt as if something was restless in her body. This strange feeling made her blush slightly. Dr. Su, what's wrong? I asked in confusion, pretending not to know. Nothing. Su Lingxuan shook her head and then continued the massage. She quickly massaged and relaxed all the acupoints on my head once. Immediately after, she came to the shoulder position. I mobilized my true chi again. The 100-flower spirit chi in Su Lingxuan's body immediately began to surge again. Wisps of true chi entered her body along Su Lingxuan's arm, and then, like a Taotai beast, began to devour the 100-flower spirit chi in her body. This true chi belonging to me roamed within Su Lingxuan's body, quickly making her feel the abnormality again. At some point, a flush began to appear on Su Lingxuan's cheeks. She only felt her body was somewhat hot and dry. It felt as if some strange power was roaming inside her body. This strange feeling made it difficult for her to settle down. Instead of stabilizing as time passed, it grew more and more intense. What's going on? Why has my body become strange? Su Lingxuan's face gradually turned crimson. Her originally clear eyes were also gradually covered with a layer of mist. She couldn't help but tighten her legs. The hot, strange sensation in her body was a first-time experience in her life. For a moment, she was somewhat unable to control herself. Dr. Su, why have you stopped again? I urged her with an expressionless face. I urged her several times in a row. Every time Su Lingxuan stopped, I had no way to absorb the 100-flower spirit chi in her body. Su Lingxuan's face was now completely crimson. Clearly, it was she who was giving me a massage. I hadn't reacted much yet. Instead, she was the one looking all strange. What's going on? How could I be so pathetic? Su Lingxuan was somewhat confused in her heart, completely failing to understand what had happened. Under my urging, her hands continued the massage. An enjoyable expression appeared on my face. Closing my eyes, I enjoyed the beauty's massage on one hand, and controlled the true chi to roam in Su Lingxuan's body on the other. Like a taotai beast, wantonly devouring the 100-flower spirit chi in her body. My heart blossomed with joy. This is the correct way to open the path of cultivation. No hard work is needed at all. Strength can be improved easily and effortlessly. I lay on the bed enjoying myself comfortably. At some point, Su Lingxuan had become breathless. Her whole pretty face had completely turned red. My true chi seemed to have a strange magical power. Every time it roamed within her body, it would make her feel a strange heat. At this time, I also noticed something was wrong with Su Lingxuan. I couldn't help but laugh inwardly. The cultivation manual I practiced in this life is the top-tier double cultivation manual in the immortal world, named the Yin-Yang Illusion Record. Spiritual energy on Earth is thin. There is simply no way out by practicing according to normal manuals. Therefore, I had to practice this famous double cultivation manual. I knew Su Lingxuan's reaction only too well. Under my yin-yang true chi, even a frigid stone woman would be unable to control herself. Dr. Su, are you okay? You seem very hot. How about taking off your clothes? I looked at Su Lingxuan with a smile. Hearing me say this, Su Lingxuan then noticed that she was already dripping with sweat at some point. Sorry to let you see me like this. Su Lingxuan was somewhat embarrassed. She indeed felt her body was extremely hot. Thinking that perhaps it was because the air conditioner temperature was too high, Su Lingxuan then took off the white coat she was wearing. She was surprisingly wearing a thin t-shirt inside. Because of the flowing sweat, the clothes clung tightly to her body, thereby outlining a near-perfect figure. The most eye-catching thing was that pair of huge peaks. It instantly caught my eye. I was amazed in my heart. Continue, the massage is only half done. Dr. Su, don't give up halfway. Su Lingxuan's face turned completely red. Her feminine instinct made her feel that the current situation was not right. My gaze on the bed seemed a bit too fiery. She looked down and realized her current appearance could be described as a leak of spring light. She instinctively wanted to leave, but her duty as a doctor made her restrain her thoughts. The massage isn't finished yet, how can I leave halfway? Thinking of this, Su Lingxuan bit her teeth and continued the massage for me. The massage lasted for a full half an hour. I had a face full of refreshed energy. Instead, Su Lingxuan's cheeks were crimson and she was panting. When the massage was completely over, she could no longer control it. She directly leaned back and sat on the chair nearby. I can't go on, sorry. Next, you just leave by yourself. I'll come out in a while. Su Lingxuan panted with a weak voice. She didn't realize at all how much temptation her appearance held. Hearing this, I suddenly burst into laughter. However, I don't have the habit of taking advantage of people in danger. Compared to doing some beastly things, I prefer watching women come to my door voluntarily. Su Lingxuan possesses the 100-flower spirit body. There is no doubt she won't be able to escape my grasp. Fine, you can study that prescription yourself. Whatever you can study out of it is yours. I left these words and then turned around to leave. I left very gracefully, without any intention of lingering, because I could already see. This Dr. Su is definitely someone very serious about the path of medicine. It's impossible for her to study anything out of that prescription. After all, the list on it is merely the types of medicinal materials needed for the body forging pill. Just relying on such a list, it's definitely impossible to figure out the body forging pill. When she discovers she can't study anything, she will inevitably come looking for me then. At that time, won't everything be under my control? I walked out of the ward and happened to meet Su Xiaoying outside. Where is my senior sister? Su Xiaoying was somewhat confused. She's resting inside, I said with a smile. Su Xiaoying became even more puzzled. It was just a massage. Why does she need to rest? She couldn't help but walk into the ward. Then she saw Su Lingxuan slumped in the chair. Senior sister. Su Xiaoying was greatly shocked and hurried forward. Senior sister, are you okay? Did that man do something to you? Su Xiaoying is an adult after all. Looking at Su Lingxuan in this state, some guesses immediately began to emerge in her mind. She instantly showed an angry expression. That damn man, I'm going to find him. Don't go, Su Lingxuan hurriedly pulled Su Xiaoying. It has nothing to do with him. It's my own problem. That gentleman didn't do anything to me. Su Xiaoying was full of confusion. Su Lingxuan's aftermath appearance looked exactly like a woman who had something done to her by a man. Looking at her junior sister's puzzled eyes, Su Lingxuan was extremely embarrassed. Wishing she could find a crack in the ground to crawl into. She also didn't know why she was so pathetic. Just after giving that person a massage once, the other party didn't do anything to her. She herself, instead, almost couldn't control herself. But thinking that even though I saw her in such a pathetic state, I didn't do anything, a slight good impression couldn't help but rise in Su Lingxuan's heart. Xiaoying, you go out first. I'll be fine after I recover for a while. Su Lingxuan wanted to send her away. Alright, Su Xiaoying had a strange look in her eyes. She then nodded and didn't ask much more. Su Lingxuan was left alone in the ward. Her pretty face became redder and redder. Her mind was full of my figure. On the other side, I took the medicinal herbs and bought a medicine furnace along the way. Then I went back to the villa together with Li Shui. By the time the two returned to the villa, it was already night. There were lights inside the villa. Could it be that my sister is back? Li Shui was both surprised and happy, and her heart was instantly excited. As if seeing a savior, she hurried into the villa. She pushed open the villa door with a bang, only to see a woman of exquisite beauty. A mature woman in professional attire was in the living room. The woman was about 24 or 5 years old. Willow leaf eyebrows, cherry lips, skin delicate and snowy white. Her tall figure was at least 1.75 meters or more. Below her professional short skirt were long legs wrapped in black silk. That pair of hot black silk long legs was very slender. Any man's gaze looking at her would involuntarily be attracted by her. Sister, you're finally back. Li Shui rushed up with a sobbing tone and threw herself directly into Li Jingwan's arms. Xiao Shui, what's wrong? Li Jingwan was somewhat confused. Li Shui felt extremely aggrieved in her heart, wishing she could tell Li Jingwan right now the things I did to her. But before she could speak, footsteps rang out. Then I walked in from the outside. You went out to play with Xiao Shui. Li Jingwan's tone was calm, as if the person walking in wasn't her husband, but merely a stranger. Facing such an attitude from Li Jingwan, there was no change in my face. Instead, there was a smile. Although the two were husband and wife in name, in reality, they were just familiar strangers. Li Jingwan was previously annoyed to death by the family's marriage pressure, while I needed the power of the Li family to help me investigate the truth behind my parents' deaths. The two hit it off and then got the marriage certificate. Yeah, our relationship wasn't very good before, but Xiao Shui is my sister-in-law, so I thought about improving our relationship and took her to the amusement park for a trip. Hearing this, Li Shui's body couldn't help but tremble slightly. Then a smile appeared on her face. Brother-in-law took me to the amusement park today. We all had a very happy time. Is that so? These words made Li Jingwan a bit confused. In her impression, the relationship between her sister and me was not good. The former even frequently mocked and ridiculed the latter. She was aware that Li Shui often mocked me, but she was her own sister after all. As long as nothing too excessive was done, Li Jingwan didn't pay much attention. But looking at it today, the relationship between the two seemed to have softened. This was truly unprecedented. Good, I'm relieved to see you two getting along so happily. You are both my family members. I don't like to see you arguing. Li Jingwan rarely showed a smile. Hearing this, I laughed inwardly, unobtrusively stroking Li Shui's hair. I'll go cook. You two play in the living room. Li Jingwan nodded with satisfaction. She turned around and walked into the kitchen. Only I and Li Shui were left in the living room. Li Shui instantly felt something was wrong and immediately wanted to find an excuse to escape. But before she could make any move, I had already grabbed her in one go. Baby, why are you running? Is it because sister is here? So you are shy and embarrassed? I laughed teasingly. Li Shui's expression was a bit stiff, because she had already felt my hands massaging her body without her knowing when it started. Li Shui was greatly shocked. Brother-in-law, stop quickly. Sister is right inside the kitchen. I laughed very happily and directly reached out to hold Li Shui. Then my right hand had already climbed onto her towering peaks. Receiving such stimulation, Li Shui couldn't help but let out a cry, and then hurriedly covered her own mouth. She widened her eyes and looked at me with a shocked face. Unexpectedly, I was actually so bold. Her own sister was right inside the kitchen. This trash actually dared to take advantage of her like this. Could it be that he wasn't afraid of being discovered by sister? Don't worry, your sister has always been serious in her work. Her attention will be on cooking and she won't find us. And don't you think doing this in front of your sister would be even more exciting? I lowered my voice and said in Li Shui's ear. Li Shui had a shocked face. Couldn't help but turn her head to look towards the kitchen door. Her heart was even more in turmoil. If she were really discovered by her sister would definitely be very disappointed in her. Thinking of this, Li Shui couldn't help but plead. Brother-in-law, stop it. We will definitely be discovered by sister. I couldn't help but laugh out loud in my heart. The more she pleaded, the more excited I became. I won't let go. I just like this kind of exciting feeling. Hearing this, Li Shui was almost about to cry. She instinctively wanted to struggle. And just at this time, I slapped her perky buttocks directly, instantly producing a crisp sound. As soon as this sound came out, it immediately startled Li Jingwan in the kitchen. She instinctively thought about looking outside to see what was going on. But at this time the dish was already in the pot, so she had to temporarily suppress it. On the other hand, Li Shui almost screamed out loud, hurriedly looking towards the kitchen in fear. Brother-in-law, are you crazy? Seeing that Li Jingwan inside didn't hear anything, only then did she let out a sigh of relief. I took her expression into my eyes. My hands were even more unscrupulous. Li Shui felt a wave of grievance in her heart but couldn't resist. She could only pray for her sister to come out quickly. But Li Jingwan in the kitchen was completely unaware. After she skillfully made 3 dishes and 1 soup, she brought the food and came to the living room, only to find Li Shui, whose face was flushed, deliberately avoiding her. Xiao Shui, why are you covered in sweat? Li Jingwan's expression was a bit surprised. Li Shui barely managed to smile, calmly tidying up the clothes on her body that had been messed up. It's nothing, it's just that the air conditioner is a bit too hot. Li Shui found an excuse at random. Li Jingwan glanced at the air conditioner set at 22 degrees. The expression on her face couldn't help but be a bit strange. Seeing this, I hurriedly stepped forward with a smile. Let me help carry the food. Li Jingwan nodded suspiciously, always feeling that something was strange. You two aren't hiding something from me, are you?